Jealousy is a demon. Anger is a demon. Anything that is causing you to feel heavy and burdensome, they are demons. That is how you get demon possessed. Just went on a walk, was having some thoughts about demon possession and what it really is, because I'm pretty sure that it's greatly misunderstood. It's a very spooky topic, and some people are really scared of it. They're scared of the word demon. They're scared of the word Satan. They're scared of the word devil. That's how you know we under a word spell, because people are literally scared of words. That's really what it is. People are scared of words, and they are scared of images and feelings and emotions that are attached to those words. So that's why we have a great misunderstanding about things like the devil, Satan, demon, all of that stuff. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about what demon possession really is. Okay? And this is my perspective. You can do whatever you want to do with it after I'm done or before I'm done. That's up to you. But we can become possessed by demons when we allow first of all, one way is to allow something external to have dominion over your mind. Okay? Demon, dominion, same word. So when you say that something external is controlling you and has more authority over you than you do, that has more authority over your mind and has more authority over your body than you do, you are possessed by a demon, because you are being dominated by something external, which the external realm is an illusion. Okay? So if you're being dominated by something external and you're being dominated by an illusion, that means you're really being dominated by a ghost. You're being dominated by something fiction, something that's not even real. So if you allow yourself to say that anything external is dominating you, then you are demon possessed. That's really what demon possession is. Okay, that's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is understanding what energy really is. You know, we talk about good vibes only and keep that energy the same, and we just throw the word energy around very loosely without truly understanding what it is. First of all, it goes back to genetics. Number one, it's in your genes, it's in your blood, it's in your cells, first and foremost. But it's the emotions and the thoughts and the images that are attached to that are attached to yourself, your soul. Okay, I'll say it like that, because the word soul is also interchangeable with the mind, and is also interchangeable with the heart. Okay, so the feelings, thoughts, and emotions that you have are attached to your soul, and when they are so-called negative, they can create demon possession. So meaning that, like, if you are full of fear, you are full of doubt, you're full of insecurity, you're full of jealousy, you're full of anger, you're full of rage, and let me also be clear that everything that I just named can have its place on the positive side too. It really depends on how you use it, y'all. Like nothing is good or bad. It just is. Everything depends on how you use it. Okay, jealousy comes from competition. But if you see somebody as inspiration and motivation instead of competition, then you relieve that so-called demon. Jealousy is a demon. Anger is a demon. Anything that is causing you to feel heavy and burdensome, they are demons. That is how you get demon possessed. So the reason why I also brought this up is because it was a meme shared on my page about how the reason why you can't heal is because you won't admit it. You won't admit that you're hurting. When you don't admit that you're hurting, you just create burdens and you create liens because you're not dealing with what's really there. You're not dealing with your true emotions. I don't even really want to call them true because they're not, because they are true, but they ain't. I don't feel like explaining all that. But when you don't deal with your jealousy and your rage and your anger and those things that make you feel heavy, you get possessed by a demon. That's what depression is too. Anything with that word press on it, press, suppress, depress, oppress, all them pressions, that's demon possession. Because it's making you feel heavy. Think about when somebody is depressed, they don't want to do anything. They just want to lay around and sleep. Yes, because they feel heavy, because they have some type of energetic burden holding them down. They are not addressing it. They are ignoring it. And sometimes you can blow it off with good vibes only and just peace, love, and light all the goddamn time. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't use that. Of course you should. But what I'm saying is that you also have to be real and be honest with yourself about how you truly are feeling. Now, when you do start to address yourself, the main question that you need to ask yourself is why? Why? Why do I really feel like this? Because it's not somebody else making you feel this way. It's you. It's something inside of you. And it could go as deep as something. This is what I talked about in the self-realization class. This is what I teach in the self-realization class. That it may not even necessarily be you, but it was passed down to you from generation to generation. And now you're manifesting it. Because how did it get passed down from generation to generation to you? Because it was taught to you. It was taught to you by your mother or your father. It was taught to you before you even got here. Okay? Which means that you still had to agree with it somehow, because ain't nothing manifesting without an agreement. So let's even go as far as to say, I hope y'all can actually hear me, because this, he cutting the grass over there and that shit is loud. I guess y'all can hear me. Y'all saying truth and deep. And let me see what the hell y'all even saying. Sherlock, you want some attention? Oh yeah, they definitely need to study a dictionary. Listen, I tell other people all the time, especially etymology. Half the words you don't even really know what you're saying. Okay, most people don't even know what they're actually saying. You can hear me. Okay, good. So the other thing about, so-called demon possession is the manifestation of the fake government that we have. The fake government represents a so-called demon having possession over us, having jurisdiction over us, having dominion over us. And the reason why they do that is because you don't believe, not you, I'm not attacking y'all, okay? I'm talking in general. Sherlock, do you want some attention? Everybody say hi to Sherlock. Say hi. Say hi. All right? Get in the camera. You keep barking. All right. Y'all see his cuteness? Okay. Back to me. The reason why they are, why the so-called government actually represents, or the false government represents so-called Satan or demons or devil and all, because they represent the double, which is having dominion over you. Because probably like 99% of the world believes that they need some external government controlling them. They need something external controlling them. That's giving power over to a demon. That's giving power over, that's saying, yes, I want to be possessed by a demon. I want to be dominated by something external. And so now we have this manifestation of a fake government, which I don't believe will ever go away. Because what percentage of the people are actually going to wake up and realize that you don't need that shit? Okay? That's why the so-called, what you call the so-called Illuminati or illuminated, they run the world, because they realize that there is no authority over them. There's no authority over you except you. Nobody's controlling your life. Nobody's controlling your mind. Nobody's controlling your body except you. And every time you say that it's something else or somebody else, you get possessed by a demon. Okay? Even if it's especially fear. Fear is probably at the root of 98% of our issues. Fear is a demon. If you are full of fear, then you are demon possessed. It's not something spooky. It's not something for you to, so it's not some spooky scared spirit jumping out no closet and all that other shit. Like, no, it's you and the thoughts that you're having and the energetic feeling that you're having. These energies, right? These energies that we call fear and doubt and insecurity and jealousy and rage and anger, they want to be addressed. Just like anything else, energy wants to be addressed. Energy wants to be understood. Energy wants to be accepted. I don't know if accepted is the correct word, but I'm going to use it right here. Meaning that when you are having those feelings and emotions, you need to address it. That's the only way the shit is going to be dissolved or go away. So again, how do you address it? You have to ask why. Why? Why am I feeling this way? The whole universe, the whole entire universe is operating off the question of why. How do I know that? What do you think the Y chromosome is? The Y chromosome represents the male, which is the physical manifestation of things. Hi, how you doing? The Y chromosome represents the male, the physical manifestation of things, and those things show up to get you, to force you to ask yourself why. But because you keep saying that it's this and it's that and it's this and it's that and it's all this external shit, is going to keep showing up. And that is self-realization. When you start realizing that it ain't none of that. That is you. It's all you. It's only you. It ain't nobody but you. That's self-realization. So, I'll be in Winston-Salem. I might as well go ahead on and plug myself in while I'm here. I'll be teaching the self-realization class July 13th in Winston-Salem. Shama, I saw you on here. Yes, we need to solidify that, love. You need to go ahead on and give me the address for that so I can really start pushing that. But anyway, Salem, North Carolina. Salem, North Carolina. Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Baltimore, Atlanta, and Virginia. Those are my next 4 stops. Okay, then I start doing it online, which is way more in detail. That's when I really get into like the esoteric aspect of the straw man, which I just gave you a little bit of that just now. But yes, what you call a devil is really a diablo, which is a double. It's just the image. It's just the physical representation of a thing. Anything outside of you is a devil or a double. Okay, so again, come see me in North Carolina. Trust me, it's worth it. It's going to change your life. I was just talking to Daryl about how I told him, like, yo, me and you need to do a video, because I wanted him to talk about, from a man's perspective, what is it like to have a woman that is fully self-accountable. You know how much peace we have in our relationship because of that shit? Like, really, because me and him, some of y'all watched it. We used to go in, okay? We still have our issues. But when both parties are taking self-accountability, that's peace, love. That is peace in your household. So if you are a man and you don't think that the self-realization of a goddess class or course has anything to do with you, trust me, it does. As a matter of fact, you should sponsor somebody, because it's going to help. How much, I don't even know what I'm supposed to, how much better would your relationship be if your woman and you knew how to go inside yourself? How much would that change? We're in Virginia. Where in Virginia? I can't remember. I'll let you know, Marvin. Woodbridge. Yes. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. So yes, the whole thing about self-realization and teaching self-accountability, like, we think we all adults and we think we all mature, and the majority of the time, no, we're not. Because if we really were, we wouldn't have a quasi-government over us. On a spiritual level. Okay, spiritual maturity is on some whole other shit. Okay, yeah, you might pay your bills, You know what I mean? You got a business. You ain't dependent on a man for nothing. You got your own house, your own car. You take care of yourself. You hold it down. That is not what makes you mature. None of that shit is what makes you mature. All that shit is material possessions. But to be spiritually mature is on a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level. That's taking full self-accountability. And it's hard, y'all. I'm not, like I say in class all the time, I teach this stuff. That doesn't mean that I master it. I say that every last class. I have not mastered it, but I am very, very self-aware. I know how to stop myself and go self-evaluate and pull the answer out. I know how to figure out what am I really learning in this situation. It might take me a while. It might take me months to figure it out. But because I'm so self-aware, that is what helps me stay at peace with a lot of things, yo. It helps me stay at peace. It helps me not stay, but it helps me come back to peace. And remember that I'm fully self-accountable, that I'm creating my own story. All right, so let me see. I'm just looking at your comments. Make sure I ain't missed nothing. I'm about to get off here. Hey, Elsie Davis. Hey, thank you. Marvin, I love you too. Yes, fear is like probably the root of everything, I would say. I always thought about that, but people say we need them. We do not need them. We do not need them. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. The whole self-accountability has a lot to do with your money too. Like when I teach self-realization of a goddess, I make sure it's clear that yes, ladies, we want to heal and everything, but this class is also about money. Okay? Because when your heart chakra is all blocked up, your money is not going to flow. Your money is not going to flow. And I always use the example of celebrities. Because money is not only that, it's not that piece of paper. It has to do with peace. It has to do with making peace. Okay, when you settle debt, don't you make peace? So money has to do with making peace. So when it comes to celebrities and them being rich, that doesn't mean that they're at peace. So are they really rich? Are they really rich? No, I'm trying to get us to have divine revelations about what true riches is, which is peace and being at peace with yourself. Okay, so the self-realization of a goddess course, I just want to make it clear, it's also about money. It's also about manifesting physical money by being in your I am. All right, gigantic pill to swallow. Yes, it is. It's hard. Being fully self-accountable for yourself is definitely hard, but it becomes easier over time. Once you realize the power that it holds. That's what I told the ladies yesterday, because, you know, I saw their faces that they was making with some of the stuff about, you know, the mirrors and everything. And I had to remind them, fix your crown, sis. Adjust your crown, because the only thing that does is help you be more powerful. Self-accountability is extremely powerful. Self-control is extremely powerful. So again, when you deny it, you open yourself up for so-called demons and devils and Satan and all that other shit that a lot of people are scared to talk about. Folks don't understand that hell is where they already are. Absolutely, Raymond. Hell, you make your own hell. You can make your own hell or heaven. That is totally up to you. I was wondering why I always address everything. Okay. Yes, addressing everything, right. Address those negative thoughts. Address them. Talk to them. Like, I use words to call upon things, and I ask, you know, what is it? What do you want? What am I trying to learn here? And when I'm trying to learn something about a certain word or vibration, I call it forth. Like, I literally say, wisdom, come forth. When I know that I need wisdom right now, I say, wisdom, come forth. Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. I need you right now, because I know what wisdom means from a metaphysical perspective. It's understanding of the womb. When I need patience, I say patience. I call forth patience. I say patience, come forth, because I have command and demand over every word that's coming out of my mouth. Is this something wrong? I have demand and command over every word that's coming out of my mouth, and they possess energy. Words possess energy. Words are like containers, and you have dominion over them. Don't allow them to have dominion over you. When you allow them to have dominion over you, you are demon possessed. Okay, so when it comes to you being triggered, just like that post that I shared about when somebody said, only thing they want to talk about is how I reacted and my trigger. Well, that's what you should be talking about. Maybe not to the other person, but to yourself. When you get triggered, you're supposed to ask yourself, why do I care? Why am I bothered? Why does this bother me? Why does this hurt me? And then be honest. See, most people don't get past the being honest part because they immediately start blaming the other person. Well, I felt this way because he said, because something somebody said. So that means words are dominating you instead of you creating your own words to dominate you. That means that you're demon possessed. Okay? If I can come, I'll come, sis. Bethany, where are you at? We need to be reprogrammed. Yes, that's the whole thing. Being reprogrammed is just remembering, you know, it's remembering. When I talk about remembering, I talk about it all the time. I talk about we need to remember. I did a video. If you go to on my YouTube page, just go on YouTube, put in Black Fire Nation, scroll through my videos. I did a video called "What is Remember?" because I say that all the time, and I'm like, people probably be like, what the fuck? Like, what is it that you're supposed to be remembering? You're supposed to be remembering, well, there's a list of things that I said in that video, but one of them is you're supposed to be remembering your true form. First and foremost, what is your true form? You are invisible. That's your true form. Like I said the other day, people are saying that they're God. You're saying that you're God. Do you understand that when you say that you're God, that means that you're invisible? And then somebody came on the post and said, well, if you're invisible, how can I see you? You can't see me. You think this is me? You think this is me? It's not. You cannot see the true essence of me. I'm invisible. This is Kamisha, who is a false, fictitious character, playing a role. But me, you don't see me, and I don't see you either. And that's the game that they playing with the whole contract law thing. But I'm talking too much because I done gave away the whole damn class. Nah, the online class is 19 hours, so I know I ain't doing that. Okay, pieces prices. I can't wait to take your online class. Yes. And please, see, when we went to Costa Rica, I set it up like that because when we got to Costa Rica, I didn't want it to be like a class. I wanted us to have fun. I wanted us to jump off of cliffs into the forest, deep dive into the waterfalls, and like I just wanted us to do a whole bunch of stuff that will help us get over fear. And that's what Costa Rica was all about. It was all about getting over fear from the time we got there. Even going up the mountain, that was getting over fear. So yeah, if you come to the whole online course, you will be invited to the Goddess Retreat in Costa Rica. Okay. Call it what it is and keep showing the way. Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate that. Who was Jesus? I mean, who was Jesus? Wow, you really want me to get into that on this? Well, you're Jesus. That's the short version, okay? That's the short version. All right. Looking at your comments. When is the online class? The online class is going to start sometime in October, and it's going to be 13 weeks long. Okay, so it's going to end in sometime in January, and then the Costa Rica trip is going to be sometime in April. The same thing I did last year. Okay, and don't worry if you miss a class. If you miss a class, you can make it up because it's going to be recorded. So I know 13 weeks is a lot. But anyway, I'm about to get up off here. I actually have... Thank you! She was saying that she liked my hair. She liked my locks. What am I about to say? Oh, I'm about to get off here because I actually got 2 doula appointments, y'all. Yes! 2 doula appointments back to back. So I'm about to go meet my clients and go talk with them about making their birth plan. So, by the way, I am being a doula for the next 2 years for free. If you know anybody here in the Philadelphia area that's pregnant or about to be pregnant, or you about to be pregnant, come holler at me, okay? All right, y'all. Peace, and I love y'all, okay? Bye.